People, welcome back to Lil Rad TV. I haven't been here in a minute, but today I got a banger from Man Guide. Let's hop straight into it.
Women today are so unhappy is because you lack humility.
That's a fact.
And humility is an accurate estimation. That's all it is. Humility is just understanding, an accurate estimation. That's truly what it means to have humility. To know that you are average at best. People with humility know that. And women are losing their mind.
Hey, listen, man, he couldn't have said it better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Samuels, RIP to him as well. But like, it's facts, bro. Like, a lot of modern women today do not have humility. That's something that they're not humble. They think that, you know, the average woman, bro, doesn't understand that she's average at best. And hey, part of it is kind of down to the guys, you know, being simps and like giving them money or like taking them out on expensive dates before the girl even proves that she deserves that. Like, I feel like there's so many guys out there that are such simps that they think that a girl automatically deserves, you know, special treatment as soon as they meet him. But hey, he couldn't have said it any better, man. Humility is one thing that is very important to have as a human being. And unfortunately, with social media and the way how, you know, girls are pedestalized in today's world, today's society, they lack humility, and that's one thing they'll never ever like have, because they've been propped up so much.
People with humility know that. And women are losing their mind.
Men don't have a say in women's sex life.
Do you think the sexual empowerment of women in any way contributes to their own objectification?
No.
Does the fact that porn and OnlyFans exist prove that women are okay being objectified as long as they're getting paid?
No. It means that we can use our body the way that we want to without men's control.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
Yes. Yes. And if you don't, you suck.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex, but are less likely to accept a man who can buy it?
Because it's empowering to be able to do what you want with your body when you want to be able to do it.
But isn't that like shaming your own customers?
No.
Well, how can you be a victim of your own product?
Because it's my fucking body. My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Yeah, they just said a whole lot of nothing. And this is exactly what, you know, people are talking about today. These modern women are so full of themselves, bro. It's absolutely insane, bro. Like, it makes dating harder, and it just makes everything harder. It's insane what, you know, radical modern feminism has done. Like, now, you know, you have girls that are 18. As soon as they turn 18, they're making an OnlyFans account, even though the average OnlyFans girl makes $100 a month, right? Because that's what the average is. OnlyFans is just like a sport. The elite of the elite make the top money. They make millions of dollars a year. And then there's just average people who make, like, you know, a couple of $1,000s every year. But in this case, the average OnlyFans model makes $100 a month. So, you know, these girls that are coming out of high school, you know, making an OnlyFans account straight away is insane, bro. And that proves it right there. You know, the guy asks a very intelligent question. You know, does the fact that modern women, you know, are on OnlyFans shows that, you know, it okays people, you know, they're objectifying themselves. And it's true. Like, by being on OnlyFans, you're literally okay with the fact that you're being objectified because you're getting paid. But those girls are not smart enough to answer that question.
On the left side of a woman's brain, there is nothing right. And on the right side of a woman's brain, there is nothing left.
Now, if they make it to the final, the girls will get $5,500 each. The blokes will get $69,000
each.
How can anyone justify this item?
They can't.
No.
I mean, the gender... I beg your pardon?
I can justify it.
How? Why?
Well, I tell you what, stars don't get paid more money because, sport doesn't become interesting because the stars are paid more money. Stars get paid more money because the sport is interesting. Let me ask you this. How many of you guys on the panel know who our Australian tourists are playing in the quarterfinals?
Great question.
No, because you don't care about it.
Great question.
Now, when you start to go and watch these women play the wonderful football they do, then they'll earn more money.
But I don't go to watch the men play football either.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people do, Ita. The Men's World Cup is one of the biggest money spinners on the planet. Women's football, even though at grassroots level it's working really, really well, it's got a long way to go. The other thing, let me ask you this about sports equality. The top 10 fastest men of all time in terms of sprinters are all black, of African origin. Are you telling me that the white guys should say, hold on, we should be paid just as much as the black guys for sprinting? No, because they're not as fast.
See, and that's what the angry feminists will never ever tell you. You see how the way she introduced that topic? What she said was, she was like, "Oh, the girls are gonna make this amount of money, but the guys are gonna make $69,000." Bro, because sports is entertainment, and you get paid. This is what the angry feminists do not understand, and they'll never tell you, right? You get paid based off of how you perform. For example, the NBA is a very good example. These guys make $100 million. Some of them make $400 million over the course of 5 years. Some of them make $18 million a year. Some of them make $25 million a year, because people actually want to go and watch the NBA. Quite frankly, nobody wants to go to watch the WNBA because it's not the same quality as the NBA. And also, the WNBA loses money every year and is subsidized by the NBA. So this is what the angry feminists don't want to tell you, and they won't understand, is that the reason why women do not get paid as much in sports as men do is because, quite frankly, people don't want to go. He asked her a question about, does she even know anybody on the Australian Matildas team who went to the quarterfinal? They can't name not even one person. And I promise you, go outside right now, ask an angry feminist or ask a woman if she knows one player that plays for any WNBA team or plays for any of the American sports team, or any woman athlete or better yet, ask them if they know the name of any WNBA teams. I promise you, they won't be able to do it, because why? People just, quite frankly, don't watch that sport because it's not as entertaining as a men's sport. You get paid based on entertainment. And this is what the angry feminists will not tell you, and they, quite frankly, do not understand. I don't understand why. Profit is based on demand. If there's no demand, then you make no profit. If there's no demand, you make less money. It's that simple.
I make too much money.
How much money you make?
30,000 a year.
How much?
30,000 a year.
How much money you make at the end of the year?
I make 14,000 a month.
I'm not impressed.
What we have here is the modern American woman in her natural habitat. You see, she had already made up in her mind that she was better than this young man, and that no matter the outcome of this conversation, she was going to reject him and belittle him. And due to her financial illiteracy, she thought that $30,000 a year was actually some money, until he humbled her. But see, she's malfunctioning, literally short-circuiting right in front of your face. She's impressed, but her ego will not let her admit it. She's much like every American woman who dreams of the handsome white knight who makes 6 figures plus a year to come save her, and he's right in front of her. But see, she's already dug her hole, and now she must pretend to not be impressed in order to seem more attractive. Unfortunately for her, she's about to miss the bus.
Hey, man, these ads kill me. These ads kill me. But yeah, I mean, this guy said it perfectly. She was impressed by the number that he makes per month, but because of her ego, she can't let that slide. I make $30,000 a year, but you make $14K a month. Nah, that can't slide. But guess what? At the end of the day, she let's give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe she was not attracted to him. Maybe he was just not her type, but she was definitely impressed by the $14K a month. Any girl would be impressed by $14K a month. Bro, any guy would. If my homeboy is making $14, $15K a month, hey, I'm trying to tap in with him and be like, yo, how can I make that money? What are you doing? Put me on. But because of her ego, this guy just explained it very well. Because of her ego, she can't let that slide. Nah. You make. I said that I make too much money per year, which is 30 grand, and you make 14K. Nah, bro. You can't. I can't let that slide, bro. I can't let that slide.
Why it is important for young men to get your passports and get the on. It's over with here in America.
Invite you over for Netflix and chill as a first date. Rob him, because why does he feel so comfortable inviting strangers?
Rob him, bro. Rob him is crazy. Yo, I did not expect her to say that. Rob him is wild.
To his house as a first date. By robbing him, you're teaching him a lesson that Netflix and chill should not be a date. Hello.
What? Yo, I can't believe I just heard that, bro. Shorty said rob him. Yo, that is wild. Hey, yo, man. That's just pure evil right there. Yo, bro, I swear, bro. Damn. Rob him. Hey, me personally, I think personally you should never ever as a first date invite a girl over to your crib for Netflix and chill. I feel like that should be like, you know what I'm saying, after you went on like a couple of days, or maybe like, you know what I'm saying, or maybe don't even take her on a dinner date, bro. Like I feel like taking a girl on a dinner date and spending like a lot of money, that expectancy is gonna remain high, bro. Like and like you don't want to do that. You want to go like on a walk or like, you know what I'm saying, go get like grab a coffee or something like that. Something that's unexpected. Low key, if you really want to know if a girl messes with you, when you talk to her and you first meet her, invite her to a place that most women would say no to. Because that's how you're gonna know if she actually messes with you. Because guess what? I've said it on here before and I'm gonna say it again. Women break the rules for guys that they actually like. I'm gonna say it again. Women break the rules for guys that they actually like. Because if you are a guy that she does not mess with, bro, she's gonna tell you no. But if it's a guy that she finds attractive and she's falling for that guy, a coffee date, a walk, oh yes, yes, can we go on a picnic? Yeah, yes. Like she would do whatever for that guy. So that's low key. I was watching a video the other day and this guy mentioned that, and I gotta say it's true. Like you gotta ask a girl to take her to a place on the first date or the first couple of dates where she's kind of expected, like where you think that she would say no. And it low-key works. But she's wild, bro. Robbing a guy on the first date is crazy.
The hell is in that drink?
Bro.
Bleach? Are you out of your mind?
She's tweaking, man.
Of course, that's a bit of a...
She's tweaking, man.
UN owners and don't mind defending our property from burglars. Welcome to America, baby.
Hey, yo, let's skip this stuff.
Why she got... I think you know the answer. Here we go.
How old are you and what's the oldest and youngest you would date?
I'm 32. The oldest I would date is 45. The youngest is 30, maybe? 30.
Why wouldn't you date a younger man in his 20s?
Because in my 20s I was really dumb, and they are most likely dumb.
Damn.
You don't think that frontal lobe is developed yet?
It's not there yet.
Bro, I hate when women use that notion of the prefrontal lobe is not developed until 25. Well, guess what happens after 25? Your prefrontal lobe actually starts to deteriorate. But I bet y'all didn't know that though, because everybody's always like, "Oh, the girl is not mature yet. Her prefrontal lobe or her frontal lobe hasn't developed yet." But guess what happens after 25? It actually begins to deteriorate and actually get worse. And they always talking about, oh, girls were dumb. No, you were a 3 or 4 in your 20s. That's basically, girls splaining for having an excuse for being a 3 or 4 in her 20s. I'm 32 now. I'm still single. Don't have a family. Don't have a husband. Don't have kids. Don't have kids. Therefore, I'm only gonna date this guy and this guy, and the messed up thing about this for women is that they don't realize that, like, when you wait until your 30s, your standards only get higher. Even though you're getting older, your standards get higher, and you're pricing yourself out of the dating market. But this is something that modern women don't understand, and I don't think they'll ever understand this. Like, no guy wants to settle down with a woman who's been ran through and in her 30s now. Your fertility rate, your fertility is going down the drain. You're losing eggs. There's a chance of a high-risk pregnancy. If a guy wants to have a big family, you're not his first candidate. And a lot of women just can't handle this.
Would you date a 24-year-old if he had $30 million in the bank?
No. You can't connect emotionally. You can't connect emotionally.
So you can't be bought. No amount of money.
No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say. The man has to be the man. Period.
Bro, if a 25-year-old approaches her right now, he's an NBA star, 30 mil, 100 mil in the bank, she's going. She's going. And I'm not hearing it. She's going.
Moving on.
Bro, being a single mom is literally the hardest shit ever. Like, you cannot do anything. I literally got like one side of my weights racked at the gym because I tried to work out, and they're calling me over the intercom to come get him literally after 5 minutes because he don't want to be with anybody but me because I'm the only person with him. but you literally just can't do anything. I'm literally so
Yo, why is
exhausted
this guy
from
looking
work,
at the camera like that,
90%
yo?
of the time, so I don't ever get to do like a good, like real workout. And I got up trying to do a workout this evening and he don't even want to go to the kids club. This is like the third time I've tried to take him. He does not like to be with strangers, so it just makes it hard because I can't
you're
do
his mother.
anything. The only time
Kids
I
shouldn't
have
like to
is
be
when
with
I'm
strangers.
working, but I can't ever do anything for myself. And the other parent just gets to do whatever they want. Literally whatever. You can go hang out with your friends.
Is it fair to
Hey, yo, y'all go, bro, at some point, modern women are going to start learning to stop having kids with people that y'all don't mess with. And I know mistakes happen, but what could be done in order to prevent those mistakes? Close your legs. They don't have to be open. It's a choice. 99.9% of women, except for, R-word cases and essay cases, 99.9% of women voluntarily open their legs. Now, is the guy not at fault? Yeah, he's wrong. He should have wrapped it up. He should have never had sex with you in the first place. Men are at fault as well. But women have so much choice in America now. Abortion is available, even though that's questionable, but it is available, right? Y'all gonna learn to stop laying down with these random people that y'all don't see a future with. If you don't like that person, right? How the hell you think what the hell you think bringing a kid into that equation is gonna do? You think it's gonna automatically rectify everything? Oh, I don't like this guy. We're having sex, but somehow bringing a child into the world with this person, by this person, is gonna fix everything. It's just gonna rectify all my problems and it's gonna fix us as a couple. No, it's not. Y'all weren't even a couple in the first place. And this is what I don't understand. And what she's talking about, kids should never want, kids should never, neither should they want or ever be with kids, with strangers. They should never be with strangers. You're the mother of the child. You're supposed to assume primary responsibility of the child. But y'all gonna learn at some point, man. Stop having kids with these people, or just stop having. Wait until you're getting married to have sex. How about that? How about that? That could work too. But this is what modern feminism has taught: the liberation, and that I can have sex with anybody I want and how many people I want, and abortions there, the after 1 day pill is there, birth control is there. So I'm gonna do whatever I want. These are the consequences of that. Now you got, little boys running around. Like, a little boy needs his father in his life. That's 100%. Because when you don't, they're raised by single mothers. We know what happens when single mothers raise boys. They end up in the system. So this is why. Y'all want to have sex with whoever y'all want to, and close y'all legs, bro. Y'all gonna learn at some point. Y'all gonna learn to stop letting any person hit. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Say now you're having second thoughts. Anyway, lady.
Incredible, bro.
Your billion-dollar web app idea into reality with Hostinger Horizons. To start, just
look at the pound stats in LA. It's depressing. Next clip.
You cannot convince me that it is a better option to have a baby with a man than it is to do it on your own.
63% of the youth that takes their own life come from fatherless homes. 90% of homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. 80% of with anger problems come from fatherless homes. 70% of juveniles in state-operated institutions come from fatherless homes. And 100% of the women saying the stuff you're saying come from a fatherless home too.
Bro, it's absolutely insane to me that a woman would hop on the internet and say this stuff. This is what men are dealing with today. That's what we're dealing with. Just make sure my mic is on. Well, yeah, it is on. Good. But this is what modern men are. This is what men are dealing with. These modern women out here. She literally said, "You cannot convince me that it is better to have a child with a man than to do it on your own." Shout out to this guy. Look at the stats. 63% of youth taking their own life. Fatherless homes. All words. A vast majority of them come from fatherless homes. Boys who are in the system, drugs, gangs, prison, having 5, 6 baby mamas, people who are emotional, all come from single mother homes. Yet still, the feminists will tell you this. Modern women will tell you this message right here, that it is better to have a kid by yourself than to have a kid with a man and a father in the home. Incredible. You can't make this shit up, man. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up, bro. We are cooked. We are cooked, my friend.
So tough. I hear this argument all the time, and it is mind-numbingly dumb. Conducted several times. The results are almost always the same. Next.
Anyways, it's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow. Baby strawberry, a very, very cute baby cake that my friend. It really kind of hurts my feelings that the paparazzi make my face look like I'm wearing like a white Jason mask. It doesn't even look like confused. Me. They've always been incredibly cruel to me. The paparazzi and pictures and the way they've illustrated me to be in some of it. I know I'm not perfect at all by any means, but some of it is extremely mean and cruel. And that's why I've moved to Mexico.
Jesus. Hey, yo, guys, let me know in the comments. Is that actually Britney Spears? But like, for real though, this is the perfect example of what happens when a woman is not settled down, have a kid, a husband, a family, and she gets older. I promise you, the reason why Britney Spears, if this is her, is behaving like this, she's literally acting like a 5-year-old. It's because she doesn't get the same validation that she was when she was the pop star that she used to be. No, men are not rushing to date her. Men are not rushing to take her serious. She's probably just in the sex only category, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, a guy will, lay down with her. He'll cuddle with her, but he won't take her serious. This is what happens. And this is unfortunate. This is a recurring thing that's going to be happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the studies that, about 50% or right now, I think it's like 52% of modern women who are working are going to be childless and single and without a family by 2030. I think it was the year. It's insane, bro. But this is what the feminists say. Oh, waste your 20s. Work in your 20s. Don't find a man. Be a 304. Sleep with whoever you want. Experience life. Travel. Do the whole 9 yards. But what they're not going to tell you is how destructive that could be to your life. Is because literally what you're doing is you're wasting your prime years. They've done studies on this. The average man finds a woman most attractive from the ages of 18 to 25. Maybe you're able to push that to 28. But once you start touching that 29, 30 mark, you're basically out the game, bro. And this is what, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. And the funny thing about this is like women still line up to date this guy, even though they know his policy. They know his girl policy, which is 25 and under. I'm not dating anybody that's over 25. And they know it, but yet still, every time he gets rid of one, another one comes. But this is Britney Spears right here. This is a perfect example of what happens to women whenever they're single after the age of basically 30, 35. It's really hard for y'all to settle down because guys find girls attractive in their 20s. 18 to 25 is the prime years, but I'm going to just say 20s. That's when guys really find women attractive. But hey, the feminists won't tell you that. They'll tell you to, waste your 20s and chase a dream, have a career, and do all that type of stuff.
Christ. Okay. I don't think I need to.
That was funny though. She was literally talking like a 5-year-old. That's crazy. Let's go to the next one.
Next clip.
Honestly, you're so mature. It's actually embarrassing.
All right, cool.
Next. I haven't been second choice like 3 times in it, so.
Did you hear what you just said? What? You said, say that again.
Go on. Go on, say it.
I said you're the one who's been second choice like 3 times in it, so.
Hey, you asked for it. Hey, you asked for it. You asked him to say it again.
What is he Karen, generally?
You will.
People give it, people take it, so it is what it is. You give it, you gotta be able to take it. Sometimes people say things that aren't very nice.
Hey, yo, shout out to that girl for standing up for that guy because it's true. You give it out. She said, "Oh, honestly, you're so immature." He clapped back. He said, "Yo, I wasn't the one, who has been second choice so many times on this show." And then she's like, "Oh, say it with your chest." And then she said, "F you." And then he's like, "You wish." Hey, listen, man. He's fighting fire with fire. I don't see nothing that's wrong here. I don't see anything that's wrong here. And obviously the girls are gonna go camaraderise around her or be her friend and be like, "Oh, he's so mean. He's so this, he's so that." Crazy, bro. She asked for it. Hey, yo, man, the Bible says ask and you shall receive, buddy. And that's what happened right there. Ain't nothing to see right there. She asked for it. She got it. It's that simple.
Welcome to the Wild West, brother. There's more to come. You ain't seen.
Are you really going to miss
These ads are
this?
killing me,
We do
buddy.
this training.
These ads are killing me, my friend.
The younger generation, I'm sorry, the younger generation, they don't know how to socialize. They don't. I have these young girls who, like, we're friendly with. Beautiful, smart. They went out one night. They told me where they went. They went here for dinner. They went there for drinks. Not one guy came over to them. Not one. Anywhere. How is that possible? That would never happen when I was growing up.
The women out there, they're sending a clear PSA, which is, you know what, instead of them vying for your gaze, the single women, they're focusing on themselves. They are tired of the apps. They're tired of the casual hookups. They are tired of the dating scene. I heard one woman say the dating pool is contaminated. It's got poop in it.
Again,
well, I will give her that. The dating pool is very much contaminated, but I would say it's women's fault as much as it is men's. Men are simping for women who, quite frankly, don't deserve to be simped on. I mean, you have these average women out here thinking that they're tens because, guys are sending them money to their Cash App. Guys are sending them DMs. "Oh my God, you look so beautiful," right? And this is the problem. But what that older woman doesn't understand is that she looks like she's probably 40s, maybe her 50s right now, right? Because, they always use makeup to make themselves look younger. I see a lot of Botox there trying to look younger as well. But I know she's probably in her 40s, 50s, right? This is the thing. This is the thing that she doesn't understand. It's not the 1990s no more. It's not the 1980s no more, bro. Women, most modern women, because they have been put on a pedestal by those same simp guys, right? Because I'm not denying the fact that men are one of the reasons, the key reasons why these girls act like this today, because they've been pedestalized by those said men. But what she doesn't understand is that modern women are not approachable nowadays. You go up to a girl nowadays in the bar or in the club, which you should never ever be approaching a girl in the bar. Like, if you're going to the bar, bro, it should be with your boys to have fun. Don't even waste your time approaching girls because they ain't even want to hear that stuff, bro. You're better off approaching a girl like in a Walmart or a Target or in the grocery store, stuff like that, right? But at the end of the day, bro, like, she doesn't understand that most modern women are not approachable. They're just not approachable. And they said, "Oh, the younger generation, they don't know how to socialize." How about the girls? You're not going to hold the girls accountable? Why didn't you say, the girls, whenever the guys approach them, they act like they're too good to be talked to. They act like they're too good to entertain a conversation with the average guy. Like, genuinely, there are average girls out there that think that average guys don't qualify. And that's that's where we are in the dating market today. It's literally, you can see, I promise you, every day you open your TikTok app, your Instagram app, you can see a girl saying, "Oh, If a guy's not doing this, I'm not interested. If a guy doesn't have this, I'm not interested. And quite frankly, a lot of girls are talking about, oh, the male loneliness pandemic or epidemic or whatever y'all want to call it. I would argue it's y'all that are really lonely, because you guys are the only ones complaining. You guys are literally the only ones complaining, which is crazy. But hey, man, let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. It's shout out to Man Guide. He makes very good content. I'm probably going to be reacting to more of his stuff alongside Alpha Central. But hey, hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. Let me know what y'all think about the video so I could keep pumping them out. I'm going to try to start uploading daily now. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Take care and peace.